Welcome in to the broadcast booth here. It is opening day for the Chuyak Eagle River Chinooks. We're here at Lee Jordan Field at Loretta French Park. A nice day for baseball out here. Not super sunny, but it's not raining. So, hey, we'll take it. This is Clayton Jackson here with you. I'll be with you for the whole season here as we're getting geared up for a great season of Chinook baseball in the Alaska Baseball League. Tonight, the Chinooks take on the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Let's take a look at the lineups here after we hear the national anthem. Actually, let's try and get that going now. I believe we still got a meeting here with the umpires. For the Pilots, it's going to be Dylan Marks at shortstop. Number 3, the first baseman, Tyler Ness, batting second. Batting third, it's the center fielder, number 6, Andrew Becker. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 13, Edison Polanco. In the fifth spot, it's the designated hitter, number 20, Zachary Anderson. The sixth spot, it's the second baseman, number 23, Luke Euler. In the seventh spot, it's the catcher, number 19, Christian Hernandez. And batting eighth, Scotty Fagan, the right fielder. And rounding out the Pilots lineup, it's the left fielder, number 5, Jack Boots. And on the mound for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots today, it's number 24, Austin Polinsky. And for your Chuyak Eagle River Chinooks, leading off, it'll be Aiden Tauscher, the right fielder. Batting second, the second baseman, number 1, Trent Cornell. Batting third, the center fielder, number 20, Caden Bradshaw. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 3, Brady Groves. And the left fielder's batting fifth. That's number 2, Nick Hockemeyer. Batting sixth, it's the third baseman, number 24, Patrick McGlon. The first baseman, number 21, Jake Mitchell, batting seventh. The catcher, number 11, Tim Reynolds, is batting eighth. And rounding out the Chinooks lineup, it's the shortstop, number 7, Tate Green. On the mound for the Chinooks, it's the returner, number 26, Cade Fujioka. Welcome to all you guys just checking in. We're gearing up for a great game here against the Glacier Pilots of Anchorage. We're just about set for the national anthem and ceremonial first pitch here. We're going to take just a little break here while we listen to the national anthem, and we'll be back here as we see the first pitch. All right, welcome back here to Lee Jordan Field, where we just heard a beautiful rendition of the national anthem on the saxophone. We have Sparky the Fire Dog throwing out the first pitch. And after that, we will be underway here in Chugiak, Alaska. For your Chinooks, like I mentioned, a few returners on the mound. Cade Fujioka, he is a returner, as that one's bounced in there to catcher Tim Reynolds. Also a returner, a fan favorite from TCU, but unfortunately last year his season got cut short with a hand injury. And we also have Brady Groves, who's designated hitting, returning for the Chinooks. As we just heard, play ball, so let's get it going. Fujioka will throw a few warm-up pitches, and it is game underway. The Chinooks will take on the Glacier Pilots tomorrow in Anchorage, so these two are going to get real familiar real quick. Of course, both teams are going to be missing a number of players. Not everyone's in yet. Some players still playing in the NCAA baseball tournament, and some players just not able to make it in quite yet. So it's going to be not full rosters for either team yet, but we are working with what we've got, and it's going to be an exciting season. Not a better place to play baseball than here. Look at this backdrop here in Chugiak, Alaska. Everywhere that you'll find here is going to be beautiful, but I would say this is about as good as it gets. Leading off for the Pilots is going to be Dylan Marks, the shortstop. He is an Alaska native from Sitka, Alaska, down southeast. He attends Lubbock Christian University. He was a freshman there this past year, so he'll be leading things off. And he actually is a returning Pilots player as he steps into the box. Let me know if we need to adjust anything, if we have any technical issues. Let me know in the chat there on the YouTube feed. And Fujioka comes set and delivers the first pitch of the Chinook season. That one's down low for a ball. 1-0 now to Marks. Fujioka comes set, delivers. That one finds the zone. Fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike here for Dylan Marks. Fujioka kicks and throws. Fouled off, back to the backstop, and it's 1-2. Chinooks wearing their red jerseys with blue letters and numbers, trimmed in white. White pants trimmed in the navy blue. White front paneled caps. As there's the 1-2, it's fouled off again. It'll hold. The Pilots in their all-gray uniforms. Blue letters and numbers. Pants trimmed in that same blue. Here's the 1-2 from Fujioka. That's swung on and missed, and that's the first out of the ball game. Dylan Marks goes down swinging. It'll bring up Tyler Ness. Ness, the first baseman. He comes from Dallas Baptist University. So one gone and no one on base. As Fujioka kicks and throws. That one's high. Cade Fujioka, the sophomore out of Westmont University, hails from Wailuku, Hawaii. As he delivers another one high, it's 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that one's going to miss as well. So 3-0 quickly here to Ness. He's ahead in the count. He's going to look to take a pitch here more than likely. See if Fujioka can put one in the zone. And that one will miss outside, and Ness will take first on 4 straight pitches. Brings up Andrew Becker, the center fielder. Becker out of Cal State Northridge. He'll see Fujioka for the first time today. That one's high. And 1-0. After a really nice strikeout to start the ball game out, Fujioka having a little trouble putting it in the zone. See if he can adjust right here. The 1-0. And he gets a swing and a miss there, so good bounce back pitch. It's 1-1. One out runner on first. That is Tyler Ness. Throws over to first. The ball is gone. Now he'll take second. Thought about third, but hold up there. So that is an error. The first one of the ball game. Here's the 1-1. Inside, it's 2-1 now. Fujioka checks back on Ness at second there and delivers. That one's dribbled softly over to second and throw to first in time for out number 2. It will move Ness over to third. So Becker goes down, and it'll bring up Edison Polanco. Edison Polanco, the third baseman, an Alaska native from Anchorage. As the first pitch catches the zone high, it's 0-1. He's got Ness threatening on third, but 2 gone as that pitch is low, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Fujioka delivers. That one just misses. It's a tough call there. Just off the top left corner. The 2-1 pitch from Fujioka. And that one misses as well. It's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. And that one right down the middle. And it's 3-2. Count is full to Polanco. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch for Fujioka. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it for the top half of the first. The Pilots will strand 1. There's no hits, no runs. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 1, where the Chinooks come to the plate when we come back. Welcome back in here to Lee Jordan Field at Loretta French Park. It'll be the Chinooks up to bat for the first time today. They will face Austin Polinsky, the pitcher for the Pilots. He comes from Pepperdine University, a sophomore, standing at 6'5", 227. Or excuse me, that is 6'2", 195, a freshman out of Pepperdine, hometown of Ladera Ranch, California. Thanks to everyone checking in. Greg, appreciate it for letting me know. E Street Mobile, thanks for checking in. We appreciate everyone listening. It'll be Aiden Tauscher. Aiden Tauscher. He will lead it off here for the Chinooks. A junior out of Adams State University. First at bat of this young season. Polinsky delivers. This one's high, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Polinsky kicks and deals. That one just misses high as well. So quickly it's 2-0. Tauscher playing right field today. That one will find the zone. Fastball got him looking. 2-1. Jess checking in, thank you. She says, go Chinooks. That one just low, and it's 3-1. Tauscher in a good spot here. Thank you, Gina, for checking in. The 3-1 pitch from Polinsky. Here it comes. This one's fouled back. It's 3-2. Count is full. For those of you who've been following the ABL for a while, you know that we've previously had 5 teams in the league. That will not be the case this year. It'll just be the 4. As the 3-2 pitch is low. It'll be an opening walk for Tauscher. It'll bring up Trent Cornell, the second baseman out of UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham. As I was saying, we will only have 4 teams this year. The Peninsula Oilers taking a year to recover some money, try and make it back in the league next year. So it'll just be the Chinooks, the Glacier Pilots, the Bucks, and the Miners. Polinsky, he'll deliver. That one's outside. 1-0 here for Cornell. Deborah checking in, cheering on Tim Reynolds, the catcher. 2-0. Hoping for a good game out of him. 2 balls, no strikes here to Cornell. And that one's pumped down the middle. It's 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strike here for Trent Cornell. Polinsky delivers a fastball right down the middle. It's 2-2. Count is even. It's Caden Bradshaw on deck here. Caden Bradshaw, the outfielder from the Air Force Academy. The 2-2 pitch here from Polinsky. That one will send Cornell back to the dugout. Gets Cornell swinging. It'll bring up Caden Bradshaw. So one gone now, and runner on first, that is Tauscher. Polinsky getting the sign, finds one he likes, comes set, and delivers. That one right down the middle, strike one. Crowd starting to fill up here at Lee Jordan Field. Like I've said, not the sunniest day here, but good enough for baseball. No rain clouds to be seen, just a light cloud cover pretty much everywhere. And this one's dribbled softly over to third. Potential double play ball. They'll get one, but not the second. So a fielder's choice for Caden Bradshaw. He'll reach first. Tauscher goes down at second base. Brings up Brady Groves, the designated hitter. He is a returning player. Played in left field most of last year, designated hitting today. Brady Groves out of Oberlin College. Takes one for a strike, just caught the outside portion. This one's fouled off, and it is 0-2. Polinsky ahead real quick here. The 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Runner goes, and no throw, so that's a stolen base for Bradshaw. Bradshaw is on second now with two gone. Groves looking to do some damage before the inning's over. Polinsky comes set, checks on second, and delivers. This one just high, and it's 2-2. Groves back in it. It's even. No wind today after a very windy weekend. That is a blessing. This one's lifted into the outfield. This could score a run. Bradshaw comes across to score the first Chinooks run of the season. RBI courtesy of Brady Groves. And they're on the board. It'll bring up Nick Hockemeyer. A beautiful line drive right over the head of the shortstop. Good piece of hitting with two out. And Hockemeyer dribbles it softly over to third. Throw over in time for out number 3. So that'll do it for the first inning of play, but the Chinooks are able to make the most of it. They get a run across, as there was the one run on one hit, no errors, and one left on base. We go to the top half of the second when we return. Top of the second here at Loretta French Park, Lee Jordan Field in beautiful Chukiak, Alaska. Leading off the top of the second here is Zachary Anderson, the designated hitter for the Pilots. Chinooks able to get one across. It is 1-0 Chinooks. Fujioka out for his second inning of work. He comes set, kicks and throws, and this one just foul. Down the third base side, it's 0-1. Anderson out of Ohio State University, as well as Cypress College, hometown of Temecula, California. He will step back in, see the 0-1 here from Fujioka. This one's bounced, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Nobody on base, nobody gone. And this one's lifted out of play. It is 1-2. Luke Euler on deck for the Pilots. Euler out of Sacramento State University. As this one's lifted high into the air. Shallow left field. And the catch is made. That is Hockemeyer. So first out of the second. Anderson flies out to left. Now it's Luke Euler. He'll step in to face Fujioka for the first time today. Cade Fujioka shaking off a few signs from Reynolds, finds one he likes. Delivers. This one's lined up the middle, and that'll drop for a base hit. Luke Euler puts the Pilots in the hit column. So it's 1 out, 1 on now for Christian Hernandez, the catcher. Christian Hernandez digs in. Fujioka from the stretch. Kicks and throws. This one's lifted high into the air. This one into right field. Catch is made. Aiden Tauscher makes it 2 gone. Well struck ball, but not well enough. As it's Scotty Fagan now. Scotty Fagan, hometown of Kansas City, Missouri, Hutchinson Community College. One and 0 now to Fagan. And this one turned on real hard. It's out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thanks to everyone who's just checking in. The 1-1 pitch from Fujioka. That one inside. Little slider doesn't get the call. So it's 2-1 now. And the 2-1 pitch, that one is grounded over to the third. Throw in time for out number 3. So 2 goose eggs on the scoreboard so far, as there's no runs on the 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head on to the home half of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Chinooks. Bottom of the second here. Leading off, it'll be Patrick McGlon. Out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. And excuse me, I said Trent Cornell was from there. Trent Cornell actually from the University of San Francisco, so apologies there. As that one just a little bit inside for ball number 1. So it's 1-0 here for McGlon. Polinsky still on the mound. This one is lined over to second. It'll be fielded cleanly, and that's out number 1. So McGlon goes down. And it's Jake Mitchell now. He'll step in to face Polinsky for the first time today. 1 gone, no one on base. Polinsky delivers a beautiful curveball, drops in there. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And it's swung on and missed, so it's 0-2 now quickly. Jake Mitchell from Rogers State University. Chinooks lead at 1-0 currently, courtesy of Brady Groves. Nice RBI. Drove in Caden Bradshaw, who reached on the fielder's choice. That pitch in the dirt. It's 1-2. That one outside, and it's 2-2. Count is even. Mitchell battling back. It's Tim Reynolds on deck here for the Chinooks. The 2-2 pitch. Just misses low. Fastball. I think Polinsky probably thought he had it, but the count is full now. Payoff pitch now for Polinsky. And curveball's fouled off. So we'll do it again at 3-2. For those of you who don't know, Chinook tradition here is on the foul ball sponsors. Our PA announcer Dave Stroh will say who it's sponsored by, and the crowd normally reacts, yay, whatever the sponsor was. We got one response there. So Dave said we're going to work on that, and hopefully we can get a little bit louder as the season goes on. 3-2 for Jake Mitchell. Polinsky delivers. This one's dribbled softly down the line. It's foul. Still 3-2, full count for Mitchell. Bit of a battle going on between him and Polinsky. There is one gone, nobody on base. Reynolds on deck, just barely foul. Catcher had a shot at making the catch on it, sending him back to the dugout, but wasn't handled, so we're going to do it once more. 3-2. Mitchell digs back in. The pitch from Polinsky. He comes set, kicks and throws. And foul once more. This one back to the screen. And there we go, the crowd getting into it. The 3-2. And he will win it. That's Jake Mitchell going to take the walk. So Mitchell reaches on the walk. It's Tim Reynolds now, the catcher from TCU. One gone, runner on first. Plinsky getting the sign from Hernandez. First pitch is low, so it's 1-0. Tate Green, the shortstop, on deck now. Polinsky gets the sign. Comes set. And delivers. This one swung on and missed. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike, one gone. 1-0 the score. Runner goes. And the throw not in time. Stolen base for Jake Mitchell. Pitch was in there, however. It's 1-2. So it's now a runner on second with one gone. One ball, two strikes. And probably not the swing Reynolds wanted. But he goes down swinging nonetheless. Now it's Tate Green, the shortstop. With two gone, runner on second. Chinooks came through in this same spot last inning. That was Brady Groves with the RBI single. We'll see if Green can do it right here. That pitch misses off the bottom right corner for ball number 1. Tate Green out of University of Central Arkansas, so teammate of returner Gavin Alvetti. And this one grounded up the middle. It's fielded cleanly, but the throw not made in time. So it'll be runners on the corners, just a slow dribbler all the way up the middle. So it brings us back to the top of the order with Aiden Tauscher. He walked in his first at-bat, so he is 0 for 0 today. It's Mitchell on third, Green on first. Polinsky trying to get out of this jam with 2 outs here. And this one's bounced. Runner will come home. It's 2-0 Chinooks. Jake Mitchell will score. Green moves over to second. 2-0 Chinooks lead it. So a good start so far. Great pitching from Fujioka. And they're getting it done in the batter's box. And I thought that hit Tauscher, but I must be wrong. But it gets away no matter what. And it'll bring Green over to third. And the Chinooks are almost doing it just as much on the base paths rather than the batter's box. They're doing it everywhere. 2-0. And 2 balls, no strikes. This one's lifted out of play. 2-1. Two and one now. Polinsky looking to punch out Tauscher here. Misses outside. It's 3-1. Tauscher took a walk in his last plate appearance. Looking to do the same right here. Unless Polinsky can deliver one in a spot he likes, he's probably happy. This one is lifted into center field, pretty high standard depth, and that will do it. Polinsky gets out of it with only one run across. There was only just the one hit, no errors, and one left on base. We go to the third inning. Here when we come back, 2-0, Chinooks lead it. Welcome back here for the third inning. Dave Stroh, our PA announcer, just made a note that the Seattle Mariners are retiring Randy Johnson's number tonight, which, as a baseball fan, you would appreciate. But what makes it so much more special is the fact that he was an Anchorage Glacier pilot back in the day. So, really cool night for him and the Glacier pilots. It brings up Jack Boots, as this one's grounded softly over to second. Throw in time for out number 1. So now it's Dylan Marks. He struck out swinging his first time up. He'll look to turn that around right here. So one gone, nobody on base here for Marks. That one down the middle for a strike. Fujioka out here for his third inning. He's pitching well so far, only giving up one hit. Really nice pitch. Couldn't get a swing. So it is 1-1. Fujioka comes set and delivers. This one's turned on very hard. That could have been big trouble if that had stayed fair, but fortunately for Fujioka, that one well out of play. So it is 1-2. Mark's flexing a little bit of his power there. And that one just barely foul. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Again, Dylan Marks from Sitka, Alaska. So if you are local here, you may know his name if you watched any prep baseball here in the state. Beautiful curveball gets him looking. So not the way Marks wanted his second at-bat to go, but he goes down. And it is now Tyler Ness up to the plate. He walked, got all the way to third base in the first inning, but they couldn't scratch him across. 2 gone, nobody on base. Fujioka pitching a masterclass right now. And this one softly over to short, throw over to first. It's high. Could he make the tag? No. So we'll see what they rule it. I think it should be, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Should be an error. I think he was going to be able to make that play if the throw was low enough. So Ness reaches on the error. 2 gone now for Andrew Becker. That one, fastball, just misses outside. It's 1-0. For those of you who don't know, there is a rule in the ABL that you get 3 extra, I believe it's 3 extra roster spots for Alaskan athletes. So you have your roster size, and then you can or you don't have to, but you have 3 extra spots that you can give to players from Alaska. So kind of a cool little rule. Pilots taking full advantage of that. And Fujioka hasn't put one in the zone in this at-bat. 3-0 here for Becker. The 3-0 pitch. Yep, in the zone. Becker doesn't like the call. He was trotting down to first, but it looked pretty good to me. 3-1. Fujioka. And runner goes. Doesn't really matter as it's going to be a walk. And so Ness is on second, Becker on first. It'll bring up Edison Polanco. Another one of those Alaska guys. He's from Anchorage. All of those Alaska guys are in the lineup right now today. It's Boots, Marks, and Polanco. And they're all returners as well, so some familiar faces if you're a Pilots fan. No balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. So Fujioka could try and get out of this here. If he can punch Polanco out, he did it in the first. And it is 0-2 after that one's fouled off. 0-2, Fujioka checks on second and delivers. Swung on and missed. He does it. Gets himself out of the jam. Polanco goes fishing, and we go to the bottom half of the third. No runs on no hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. 2-0, Chinooks lead it. Bottom of the third when we come back. New pitcher into the ball game for the Pilots as Trent Cornell walks up to the plate. Cornell out of the University of San Francisco, had that wrong the first time. He swings and misses. As I mentioned, new pitcher, it's Peter Phillips from Randolph-Macon College, hometown of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Sophomore standing in at 6'5", 227. Bounces one, and it is 1-1. Cornell struck out in his first plate appearance. That first pitch looked like he was really trying to go deep there, so I guess keep an eye on that. See if he can rein it back in here and try and put one through the gap. That one gets a strike call on the inside edge. So it's 1-2. Peter Phillips kicks and throws. And a swing and a miss. That will send Cornell back to the dugout to open up the bottom of the third. Now it's Caden Bradshaw. He came around to score in the first. He was the first Chinook to cross the plate of 2025. He reached on a fielder's choice. There's one gone, nobody on base. Phillips kicks and throws. This one fouled back, and it's 0-1. Again, a lot of these guys not in Alaska yet on the rosters, so as that one catches the zone for strike two. Just inside there. Really, really tough call, but it's 0-2 nevertheless. And that one's outside, 1-2. Like I was saying, so hopefully in about a week we should have most all the players in the league here, and that should be the sweet spot before anyone has to leave, and everyone should be here. This one's lifted high into right field. Very playable, and that is out number 2. So now it's Brady Groves. He knocked in the first run with a single back in the first, so he's 1 for 1. He's got nobody on base this time with 2 gone. That didn't stop him last time, as he punched it home with 2 outs as well. Again, Brady Groves, a returner, DHing today as he swings through that one, 0-1. Yeah, DHing today, but he was mostly in left field last year. There is action in the Chinook bullpen. Leaves that one be, and it's 1-1. Thought about it, but decides to lay off. It's a good call. Looks like Sam LeBrecu in the bullpen. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but we'll get that down soon enough. Sam LeBrec, I'm hearing. So that's a lot easier to say. That's nice. 2-1. And swings through that one. It's 2-2. Groves still battling against Phillips. So again, it's Sam LeBrec in the Chinook bullpen. Fujioka is pitching well, however, right now. And that is going to get Groves. He didn't think he went around, but umpire says he did. So Brady Groves goes down swinging. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Peter Phillips comes in dominantly in relief for Polinsky. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the 4th inning. When we come back, Chinooks lead it 2-0. So it is a new Chinook pitcher, Sam Lebrecht, out of Oberlin College, teammate of Brady Groves. And this early in the season, they're just trying to move everyone through, get everyone opportunities to pitch, keep arms fresh, as if you have been around any kind of summer league baseball, you know that it gets tough with arms. You have to pitch whoever you got. And some days it's just not your day because you don't got people able to pitch. You have pitchers leave. You have guys who just pitched a lot of innings, and it gets tough. But we're fresh right now. They're trying to get everyone through. Zachary Anderson will rip one into the gap. It's a leadoff base hit for Zachary Anderson. He flew out in his first plate appearance. Now he's 1 for 2. He has a single. It brings up Luke Euler, who did single back in the second. So a dangerous little stretch here, as Lebrecht is going to have to settle in, try and limit the damage here. It's a runner on with nobody out. Reynolds tried to frame it, didn't get the call. That's actually going to, it looks like Charlie Deaton behind the dish right now. So I wonder if they made a substitution and umpire did not tell us. Anyway, throw over to first. It's 1-0. Lebrecht delivers that one low, and it's 2-0. Luke Euler ahead in the count. Anderson on first. Lebrecht checks over there at first, comes set, kicks and throws. That one over the head of McGlawn, and that will be a base hit. Runners on first and second now. Luke Euler has his second hit of the day. It's Anderson on second, Euler on first, bringing up Christian Hernandez. Hernandez flew out in his first trip to the plate. Brett comes set, delivers. This one's fouled off. It's 0-1. Lebrecht checking over there at second and spins it in there for a strike. Nice little breaking ball. It's 0-2. He's ahead. Trying to punch Hernandez out and record the first out of the inning and inch closer to getting out of this thing without any damage. We'll do it again at 0-2 here. That one's high, so it's 1-2. Hernandez hangs in there, and he'll get another chance at it. 1-2. Lebrecht from the stretch. Kicks and deals. This one chops softly over to first. It'll advance the runners, but out number 1. So Euler moves over to second. Anderson over to third for Scotty Fagan. But again, 1 out now, as Mitchell took it himself. Scotty Fagan's 0 for 1. He grounded out back in the second. Lebrecht looking to try and get out of this thing. He's 2 outs away now. Just got the first. That one's chopped foul, so it's 0-1. No balls, one strike, one gone. Runners on second and third. The pitch. Outside. 1-1. That one never really had a chance. Good work to make sure that one stayed in the glove. And just low, so it's 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Lebrecht from the stretch. Delivers the 2-1. It's in there, so it's even now, 2-2. Again, that is Anderson on third, Euler on second. Euler's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Pilots looking to break through here. They're down 2-0, but threatening here with 2 runners in scoring position. It's 3-2 count with Hernandez at the plate. Christian Hernandez out of L.A. Harbor College. And this one gunned home. No, didn't get him. And I'm not, you know, that's one that you have to make a decision. He tries to save the run, and it just doesn't work out. Great work evading the tag by Anderson. It's 2-1. It's a hard call to make as an infielder. And there was time, so I don't know that it was the wrong call. I think you could definitely argue it was the right call, just a really good move by Anderson. So Fagan's on first, and Euler now on third. As Jack Boots at the plate, throw over to first. Just trying to keep him close. No real chance there. Jack Boots, the Anchorage native, out of the Colorado School of Mines. That pitch is low. 2-0. And again, we will be seeing the Pilots again tomorrow night at Mulcahy Stadium, same time, 6 o'clock. Crowd thought he had it, but just misses high, so it's 3-0. Boots is ahead, and potentially bases loaded here. So not an ideal situation for Lebrecht, and that will load him up. Back to the top of the order, too, here as it will be Dylan Marks. Fagan to second. It's Euler on third. Boots on first. At the plate, Dylan Marks. He's struck out both times, but he's hitting leadoff for a reason. He could break through at any moment. And puts this one low. Bases loaded here. The worst thing to see as a pitcher is someone just walk across the plate. And 3 more balls could make that a reality. So Lebrecht going to try and rein it in here. Does put that one down the middle, so it's 1-1. Lebrecht comes set, delivers the 1-1. That one well outside and low. It's 2-1. Deaton. He's going to go have a chat with his pitcher. And Deaton will head on back behind the dish. It'll be 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Dylan Marks trying to bring some runners home here as the Pilots trail 2-1. This one's lifted high into the air in foul territory. Is it playable? No. But it's 2-2 now, so LeBrecq in a little bit of a situation where he might be able to get a punch out, and then anything can happen with 2 gone. 2-2. LeBrecq shaking off some signs. Now finds one he likes, comes set from the stretch. Kicks and throws. This one hammered into the outfield. It'll score 2. And it will make it a 3-2 ball game. A great piece of hitting there from Dylan Marks. Comes through in a big spot. And the Pilots now lead it. It was Euler and Fagan who came home to score. It's now Tyler Ness, who's reached both times. Hasn't recorded a hit, however, quite yet. Still only 1 out, but he pumps one down the middle. It's 0-1. It is Jack Boots on second. And credit where credit's due. A nice piece of hitting there from Dylan Marks. Just put it right where it needed to be. Right in the gap in left center. 1-1. Tyler Ness looking for his first hit of the ABL season. This one high. Again, Tyler Ness from Dallas Baptist University. LeBrecq delivers the 3-1, and that will make it 3-1. LeBrecq comes set, checks over there on second, and generates a swing and a miss there, so the count is full. LeBrecq got a chance to try and limit some damage here. Only 1 runner in scoring position, 1 out, 1 strike away from that second out, however. Checks on Boots, and that'll send him to first. So now we're loaded. Tyler Ness reaches once more, still yet to record a hit. Marks on second, Boots on third. And now Andrew Becker to the plate. Becker, the freshman out of Cal State Northridge, and Tim Cole going to have a chat with LeBrecq. Bring the whole squad out with him. Tim Cole, the head man for the Chinooks this year. We'll be seeing him a lot this summer. Hopefully not quite as many times this game, but it's his first trip out. So now it is Andrew Becker. He'll dig in to face LeBrecq for the first time today. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. Both came against Fujioka, who went out while pitching a very good game. So credit to him. But again, you're just trying to keep arms fresh, get everyone a chance to play, and keep it moving. This one fouled back. 0-2. Pilots really starting to get a good connection with the ball here. They're finding it. This one swung on and missed. No, he got a piece of it. So we're going to do it again at 0-2. And he just, Deaton dropped it. And that one is really swung on and missed. So that will send Becker back to the dugout. Now it's Edison Polanco. He is 0 for 2, 2 swinging strikeouts today. And now a chance for Lebrecht to make a punch out and get out of this inning without any more damage done. Bases are loaded with 2 gone, so a big spot here could really shift this game one way or another. Polanco yet to record a hit, but if you're a Pilots fan, could not be a better time. First pitch to him in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Comes set. Kicks and throws. This one bounced. It'll make it 4-2. So Boots comes home to score. Marks over to third. The 2-0. That one inside, and it is now 3-0. So it's Marks on third, Ness on second. First base now open, so while you don't want to load him up again, it's not a huge deal if you put Polanco on, and that's exactly what they'll do. Edison Polanco on first. And it brings up Zachary Anderson. So we've batted around now with the Pilots. He scored in his first plate appearance in this inning. And that was a single that he reached on. He lifts this one in the air. Playable. And that will do it. Nearly trouble. In his glove, popped out and fell back in. But the drama's over. And it was 4 runs on 3 hits. 3 left on base, no errors. And we go to the home half of inning number 4 when we come back. Pilots lead it 4-2. Leading things off here for the Chinooks in the bottom of the fourth, it'll be Nick Hockemeyer. He grounded out back in the first, so he's 0 for 1 up to this point. 4-2, Pilots lead it after a big top half of the inning. First pitch, a ball. It'll still be Phillips on the mound for the Chinooks. That is Peter Phillips. A very nice inning from him in the third. And this one's grounded softly over to second, flipped over to first in time for out number 1. Patrick McGlawn now to the plate. He's 0 for 1, grounded out in his first plate appearance. The third baseman out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. 1 gone, nobody on base. Beautiful slider in there for a strike. Phillips delivers a ball down low. McGlawn almost went, but he holds up, and it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. This one's lifted very high into shallow left field. Play is made by Marks. So it is 2 gone now for Jake Mitchell. He came across to score in the second. He reached via the walk. He had a long battle at the plate with Polinsky. See how this one goes with Phillips. Phillips will deliver, and this one ripped over to short, and throw is made in time for out number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning for Peter Phillips. He's pitching it well. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head on to the top of the 5th. When we come back, Pilots lead it 4-2. The new pitcher for the Chinooks is Luke McCoy out of Seton Hill University, hometown of Hookstown, Pennsylvania. The sophomore standing at 6'2", 210. A right-hander. He will face Luke Euler. So it's 4-2. Pilots lead it. 2 scoreless innings in a row for the Chinooks. In the batter's box, excuse me. Not so on the mound in the last one. 1-0. That one just misses, and it's 2-0. Luke Euler having a great game so far. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He scored in the 4th. Here's the 2-0 pitch from McCoy. That one does find the zone right at the knees. And it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Luke McCoy kicks and throws, and that one's bounced, and it is now 3-1. Thank you. 2 balls, 1 strike. McCoy from the windup kicks and throws. This one's fouled off. And it's now 3-2, full count here for Euler. So if you're McCoy, probably not the first guy you want to see when you step on the mound, but if you can get him gone, you might be in for a smooth rest of your outing. Full count, payoff pitch here. Here's the 3-2. This one's fouled off. We'll do it again. Luke McCoy getting his first taste of ABL action. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one misses. And Euler will add on to his day. That's a walk, and he's on first. Now it's Christian Hernandez. He's still looking for his first hit. He's grounded out and flown out. So he's 0 for 2. But an opportunity here with a runner on first and nobody gone to try and make something happen here. McCoy delivers this one, hits him. So it'll just take 1 pitch for Hernandez to reach base. So I can't imagine this is the start that McCoy was looking for, but he can bounce back as he will face Scotty Fagan. Checks over there at Euler at second. And bunt laid down by Fagan. It'll go foul. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike for Fagan. 4-2. The Chinooks have made the most of their hits today. 2 hits, 2 runs, and swung on and missed. So it's 0-2 now. Fagan is behind. He reached on a fielder's choice, and he grounded out. That was back in the second. That fielder's choice, if you recall, was the one where had a little bit of a situation where it was a soft grounder over to first. He decided to throw it home, try and make the play, but Anderson was able to make evade the tag and continue a unfortunate string of runs coming across. And that one misses inside. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's Euler on second, Hernandez on first. Nobody gone. McCoy starting to feel the pressure here. And this one's lifted into center fielder, or into center field. It'll drop for a base hit. Coming home. That'll get him. Yes. Luke Euler gets caught being greedy. Great throw from Bradshaw. Didn't even need a cutoff. And that'll be the first out. But it is a hit for Scotty Fagan, the first of the day for him. Now it's Jack Boots up to the plate. So Euler gets gunned down. And this one will get foul. So it's 0-1 now. So, excuse me, so Hernandez stayed put. Not sure why he didn't move up a base, but, and this one dribbled softly, play is made at first. It'll move everyone up a base, so now Hernandez does get to third. And Fagan's on second. And now it's back to the top of the order with Dylan Marks, who had a big RBI single, 2 RBI single, that was. And now there's 2 gone. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. He did strike out his first 2 times to the plate, however. So we'll see what he can do here against Luke McCoy, who's bounced back nicely after putting 2 on. That's a strike 1 called. He can get out of this inning without any damage done, which would be quite impressive after what has gone down. 0-2 as that one's fouled off. The 0-2 here for Dylan Marks. He comes set and kicks and throws. This one swung on and missed. Dylan Marks. Now there's a conversation. McCoy thought it was over, but you got a piece. Tim Cole, skipper, says, is questioning it, and umpire says, I couldn't tell, I guess. But we'll do it again. Interesting little situation there. But it's 0-2, and he'll have to get another one by him. And that one will unfortunately get by the catcher, Deaton, and that will extend the lead 5-2. So that was a very important little nick there on that last pitch, as it will give the Pilots another run. Christian Hernandez comes across to score. It's 1-2 now for Marks. McCoy kicks and throws and fouls it off again. It is going to stay 1-2. So now Fagan's on third with 2 gone. The 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. And fouled back again. So it is going to be 1-2 again. The count is frozen here. One ball, 2 strikes. McCoy trying to get out of the inning. He comes set. Kicks. Fires. There it is. He gets Marks to go. So that's Marks' 3rd strikeout of the day. And it's just the 1 run across on the 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 5. 5-2, Pilots lead it. Welcome back to Chugiak, Alaska, here at Lee Jordan Field. Leading off for the Chinooks, it is Charlie Deaton. So Charlie Deaton comes in for Tim Reynolds, as Phillips, who's still on the mound for the Pilots, pumps a fastball down the middle. Reynolds went 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat. And again, they're just trying to get everyone through, get everyone playing time here on opening day. 1-1. 5-2, the Pilots lead it. Chinooks looking to bring it back. This one gets away, but it doesn't matter. No one on base. 2-1. Deaton out of Hendrix College, hometown of Lufkin, Texas. Mom Jennifer was checking in earlier. Appreciate you, as well as everyone else listening in. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Phillips just misses it. It's 3-2. Weather has not changed one bit here, as it has just been a bit overcast. A little chilly, but not too bad. And the payoff pitch does not find the zone, so it's a walk for Charlie Deaton to open up his ABL batting career. It's now Tate Green at the plate, the shortstop. Peter Phillips, who's pitched 2 1-2-3 innings. Well, that won't be the case right here, as this one will be a base hit into right field. It should be an extra base hit, as he's rounding first, headed for second. And it's a close play, but it was standing. So a really nice piece of hitting there from Tate Green in the bottom of the order, setting us up nicely here as the top is coming to the plate. Aiden Tauger. He comes up 0 for 1. He has a walk and a flyout up to this point. He'll step out of the box. Umpire stepping in there for a second. So the Chinooks starting to threaten as there's no outs with runners in scoring position. Called strike there as it was right down the middle. Tauscher will rip one straight at the second baseman, and that will be a double play. Just unfortunate. It was really hard off the bat, but straight at Euler, and there was no chance for Green. It's Trent Cornell now. He struck out both times. Looking to change that here. Real big time break for Phillips, as that was solid contact but resulted in a double play. Cornell swinging for the fences again. Comes up empty. So I think we're all just waiting for the time where Cornell gets a hold of one at this point. He is really swinging. This one is chopped over to third. Throw not in time and gets away. So he's going to run for second. Throw is off the mark. But a run comes across to score. So that's 5-3. It is Deaton who will score his first run in the red and navy blue. So the single for Cornell turns into a double. Now it is Caden Bradshaw who scored back in the first after reaching on a fielder's choice. Flew out in the third. First pitch is outside. Slider that just cut away a little too much. 1-0. Now it is Cornell on second with 2 gone. That one's low, so it's 2-0. And again, like I was mentioning, Cornell really likes to swing it big, but just got on top of it, chopped it over to third. But, I mean, that was not a well-hit ball on the infield, but he ran it out. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as the season goes forward, how many of those he can just churn out with his legs and turn into singles. 3-0, so looking like a potential walk here for Bradshaw if he doesn't find something he likes to hit. And that'll send him on to first. So runners on first and second as Brady Groves comes to the plate. Brady Groves, who drove in the first run of the season, steps in 1 for 2. He's got runners on first and second. It's Cornell on second, Bradshaw on first. Phillips looks over at Cornell and delivers. This one is lifted deep into left field. It will fall. We'll see if that is an error, but nevertheless, 2 runs will come across the score. We're tied up, 5 apiece. Brady Groves comes through again. 5-5. Error. It'll be an error, is the official scoring decision. Tough call there, but they're going to give Brady Groves reaching on an error. But nevertheless, it's 5-5, and Nick Hockemeyer is in the batter's box. And this one's lifted high and out of play. 5-5. Chinooks right back in this ball game. A big inning so far. And Phillips, who went 1-2-3, has started to be shaken here a little bit. That one looked a little outside, but gets the call. Must have scratched the paint of the strike zone there. 0-2. And Hockemeyer is behind. It is Groves over there on second. And that one cut really hard inside on him, and so it is 1-2. This ball game has had no shortage of excitement so far. That one is outside, 2-2. So definitely continues. This has been we've been clipping along pretty good time-wise, but this inning, the whole fifth inning has been a little slow here, but that is because we've had a lot of action. 4 runs scored total, 1 by the Pilots, 3 by the Chinooks, as the count moves full. Hockemeyer has grounded out both times to the plate so far. And this one's lifted into center field, and it should be playable, and that's out number 3. But the damage has been done. 3 runs across on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. Tyler Ness to lead it off here in Chugiak as we head on to the 6th. 5-5 is the score after a big 5th inning for the Chinooks. Luke McCoy still on the mound. He'll deliver a strike to Ness. Tyler Ness has been on board every at-bat today, but he's still yet to record a hit. 2 walks and reached on an error. This one lifted into the air. And the play will be made. Nick Hockemeyer will record the first out of the 6th. So now it's Andrew Becker to the plate. He has struck out, walked, and grounded out in this ballgame so far. 1 out, nobody on. McCoy bounces one. And it's 1-0. Again, McCoy delivers That's a strike in the bottom half of the zone. 1-1. 1-1. And this one dribbled softly on the ground over to short throw. In time. Great throw there from Tate Green. It'll get Becker. It'll bring up Edison Polanco, the third baseman. He has walked and struck out twice. Again, our coaching staff for the Chinooks this year: head coach is Tim Cole, assistant coach Jared Garnett, and Ted McGovern as well, another assistant. Garnett, the pitching coach for the Chinooks this year. And that one misses, and it's 2-0. Polanco. Dig in to see the 2-0 pitch here from McCoy. McCoy finds a sign he likes from the windup, kicks and throws, and this one over to first, and the play will be made. 1-2-3 inning for the Chinooks, and the Chinooks fans starting to get a little rowdy. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We have a tie ball game, 5-5, as we go to the bottom half of inning number 6. Patrick McGlon to lead it off here for the Chinooks in the bottom of the 6th. It's a new pitcher for the Pilots who delivers a strike on his first pitch. It's Chase Sorley out of Nicholls State University, hometown Napoleonville, Louisiana. Freshman, sending it 6-2, 205. Second pitch, a ball outside. 1-1 now, as Hernandez will have a quick chat with him and head on back to his place behind the dish. 1 ball, 1 strike for McGlon. McGlon is 0 for 2 so far, looking to change that right here. One ball, 1 strike. Sorley delivers. Just outside. It's 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one is in there. It's 2-2. Nice fastball down Broadway. The 2-2 pitch here from Sorley. Kicks and throws. And left it low. It's 3-2. Count is full. Sorley, this one is chopped over to short. Handled well and over in time for out number 1. So McGlawn goes down. It brings up Jake Mitchell. Jake Mitchell, he is 0 for 1. He walked and scored in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th. So a good start for Sorley. As that one in there for a strike. Found the outer half. 0-1. Here now for Mitchell. That pitch is low, 1-1. Mitchell steps back in. The infield playing pretty standard. Straight up, standard depth, as the outfield is shifted just a little to the left, but not much. Standard depth. It's 1-2. Still not much wind blowing. And that one just missed somewhere. I really couldn't tell you. It looked like it was in the zone to me, but I'm not making the calls. 2-2. As this one is gonna get through. That will put Mitchell on first. It'll be a single is the official score. And now it is Charlie Deaton with 1 gone and a runner on first. Jake Mitchell. Deaton walked in his first at-bat and scored. And he'll take that first pitch downstairs. It is 0-1. Again on that Mitchell single there, just put it up the middle. It was pretty well struck. Not unplayable, but shortstop got over there, just rolled over the top of his glove and squirted into the outfield. This one's lifted high into shallow center field and puts the squeeze on it for out number 2. So Deaton goes down. Tate Green to the plate now. Green having a great day. Has a double and a single so far. Looking to add on to it. Possibly having the best day out of anyone on either team. Takes a strike right at the knees. 0-1. One pitch. This one is rifled into the gap. And that'll put runners on the corners. So another great piece of hitting from Tate Green. And all of a sudden we have runners on the corners. It's Jake Mitchell on third. Green on first. 2 gone, but we're back at the top of the order with Aiden Tauscher trying to take the lead right here. Chase Sorley, who started out well, has given up 2 hits now. Puts one again right at the knees and gets that call. So he's been able to throw strikes pretty well here, but contact has been made. And runner goes, no throw. And Green has a stolen base. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on second and third, both in scoring position. And a big spot here for Tauscher, who has not gotten a hit yet today. And again, same spot there. Gets the strike call, 1-2. Umpire's been very consistent on that bottom floor of his strike zone. 1-2. And this one fouled off. So it is going to stay 1-2. Been a pretty good crowd today for a cloudy day. Again, it is opening day, so you'd expect a good turnout. But, you know, when it's not sunny, it's not warm, and that will get him looking. So there they go. Couldn't scratch one across. Sorley gets out of the inning without any damage done. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. 5-5 is the score as we go to the 7th inning. Zachary Anderson will lead it off here in the top of the 7th for the Pilots. As that one's inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Still McCoy on the mound for the Chinooks. 2-0 now. And that one misses as well, so it's 3-0. And Anderson is ahead. He does have a hit in the ballgame. He scored in the 4th. McCoy generates a swing and a miss right there. The 3-1 pitch here from McCoy. And this one's fouled back. And we're going to have to adjust our camera just a little bit. There we go. Excuse me, as that one came right back to the screen. The 3-2 pitch just misses, and it'll send Anderson on over to first. So runner on first with a dangerous hitter and Luke Euler coming to the plate. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. He'll step in to face McCoy for the first time today, I believe. That one will find the zone. Nice little breaking ball. Thought about it, doesn't pull the trigger. It's 1-1 as that pitch missed low. One ball, one strike. And throw it to first. Just trying to keep him close. So it's Anderson on first with nobody gone. 1-1 count here for Euler. Here in the 7th, tie ball game, 5-5. Been a very efficient game for both teams. That pitch misses, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch here from McCoy. Just misses again. It's 3-1. McCoy put it in the exact same spot. Still couldn't draw him out of the zone. Really trying to get him to chase just a little bit. Good spots, but disciplined Pilots team right here. Same spot, and this time he gets the call. So it's 3-2. Euler says, that's on me, and digs back in. He had already headed down to first base. The 3-2 pitch payoff for McCoy. Runner goes. And it doesn't matter. That was a ball. So 2 straight walks given by McCoy. And so now it's a runner in scoring position. That's Anderson on second, Euler on first with Christian Hernandez to the plate. He scored in the 5th after getting hit by a pitch. McCoy looking to record the first out of the inning here. There's action in the Chinooks bullpen. Try and see in a second if we can figure out who that is. Pitch inside and low. It's 1-0 now. It's Liam Neely in the bullpen. The junior out of Texas A&M Texarkana. 1-1 here to Hernandez. McCoy delivers it low. It's 2-1. Luke McCoy trying to get the sign. Comes set from the stretch. Kicks and throws. 2-1 pitch. Just fouled down the line. So it's 2-2. Count is even. Got some Christian Hernandez fans in the chat, thank you for joining us. See if he can get a hit here. 2-2. And that one will hit him. So just put one inside, and it gets him on the shoulder. He'll take first. And so that'll load the bases up. It is Anderson on third, Euler on second, Hernandez on first. And Coach Cole is going to talk with McCoy, and we'll see if we have a pitching change here or not. I don't believe we will yet. They're going to let him keep working. So now it is going to be Scotty Fagan who will step in and try and drive it home. This is a real tough spot here for McCoy. Bases loaded with nobody out. I don't know that it gets worse than this. Maybe if you had Aaron Judge, former Glacier pilot, at the plate, that would maybe be a little bit worse. But other than that, it's about as bad as you can get. No balls, one strike, nobody gone, bases loaded. And that one really got him to chase. It was inside. Thought it might hit him, but he tries to turn on it, and it's 0-2. And this one is lifted over the head of Cornell, and it drops. It sends one home, and it breaks the tie, 6-5 Pilots. So bases are still loaded as Fagan just puts one right where it needed to be. Brings up Jack Boots. And that will do it for McCoy. All three of these runners are going to be accounted to him if they come across to score, but which, if you're a Chinooks fan, is unfortunately likely with nobody out. So we're going to take a little break here while we let the new pitcher warm up. And we'll get some more information on him when we come back. New pitcher in for the Chinooks is Liam Neely, the junior out of Texas A&M Texarkana, hometown of Oakland, California. He stands in at 6'3", 195, right-hander. Comes into a tough situation here with the bases loaded, nobody out. And the lead is gone. 6-5 is the score. Hoping to not surrender anymore. Jack Boots looking to try and make sure that they do add some more. Third base playing in. That is McGlawn. And this one lifted high into the air. And play is made by Green. So 1 out. And that will really help things out for Neely. He's got a little bit more of a cushion now with 1 out. Still a not ideal situation. Bases are loaded with the top of the lineup now at the plate. It's Dylan Marks. He has struck out 3 times, however, but does have that 2 RBI single. Beautiful curveball drops in there for strike 1. Dylan Marks, the Sitka, Alaska native. And that one misses low. 1's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases are loaded. Neely kicks and throws. And that one bounces and gets away from Deaton. But the runners will hold, probably smart, as it didn't go too far. So Dylan Marks back in the box at 2-1. And this one's over to second. Flip it for 1. They'll get them both. They will leave it at 6-5. All smiles from Coach Tim Cole. Only 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. 3 left stranded for the Chinooks. And that bullpen is, or excuse me, that dugout is beaming right now. 6-5. Pilots lead it. Still on the mound for the Pilots is Chase Sorley. The leadoff man for the Chinooks here in the bottom of the 7th will be Trent Cornell. Just had our first 7th inning stretch of the season. It was brought to you by Edward Jones. Trent Cornell will step into the box, will face Sorley for his first time today. And the Chinooks are going to try and get this one back as they surrendered one run in the last inning, but just the one, which was impressive seeing as there was bases loaded and nobody out when Liam Neely came into the ballgame. But what an inning of relief for him. 0-1 as the first pitch was fouled off. And next one misses outside. So it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike for Trent Cornell. Swings and misses. One and two. Sorley shakes off a few signs, finds when he likes and delivers. It's outside. 2-2. Count is even. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wind finally starting to blow just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but out towards center. Takes it low. 3-2 now. Full count. Thanks for letting me know we're missing the score here. Appreciate that. We're going to look to try and get that fixed for you. Hopefully that should do it. So he will walk. Trent Cornell goes to first on the walk. Brings up Caden Bradshaw. Thank you, Sean, for letting me know. Hopefully we're all good now. First pitch to Bradshaw in there for a strike. Oh and 1. The 0-1 pitch to Bradshaw, fouled off down the line, out of play. Chase Sorley pitched pretty well, given up a little bit of stuff. He gave up 2 hits. He's given up this walk now, but has been able to get out of the jam in the last inning, and we'll see what he can do in this inning. Nobody gone, but has Bradshaw down 0-2, now 0-1. Or excuse me, 1-2, rather. Brady Groves on deck. Playing well so far. And I see that. Got the confirmation we're all back up with the score bug. Appreciate that. And this one softly over to shortstop. And can't get them both. So just the one. Fielder's choice for Bradshaw. Now it is Brady Groves. Brady Groves, he singled in the first, reached on an error in the 5th. But what an important error it was. It drove in 2 runs and tied the ball game back up. Or actually, yes, excuse me, yes. It tied the ball game back up. 1-1 now to Groves. Sizable lead over there at first. And this one will drop. So Brady Groves adds to his nice day with another single. It moves Bradshaw over to second and Hockemeyer to the plate. He's still searching for hit number 1 in the Chinook uniform. So Sorley getting hit decently well so far in this game, but he's been able to come up with the outs. He's got one right here. Delivers a fastball just low, and it's 1-0. It is Bradshaw on second. Groves on first. Looks back, and the throw, not in time. Close play, though. Got him on the heel, but just made it in. You could tell the whole way that was getting back. You could see Marks calling for the ball, and as soon as Story looked back, you saw Bradshaw jump, and the throw came. And this one up the middle, it's through, base hit. It'll tie this ball game 6-6. Still only one gone, and Bradshaw comes around to score. Nick Hockemeyer, his first hit in a Chinooks uniform is a big one. It's Patrick McGlone now. Brady Groves at second. Hockemeyer at first. McGlone also searching for his first hit in a Chinook uniform. Could this be it right here? Fouls it off. 0-1. One out, runners on first and second. So a real opportunity now to take the lead and try and surge back and end this game on top. Be a big boost to get opening day in the win column, especially at home. In this season, you only have so many games. You don't know how many are going to get canceled due to weather, and every win counts. 1-2 here for McGlone. And it's only so often you can get it in front of the home fans, too. So this would be a big one. 1-2 to Patrick McGlone. Just stays a little high on the curveball. Thought he was going to be able to get it in there, but McGlone lays off wisely. 2-2. Sorley comes set. Checks on second and delivers. This one's lifted high into the air, out of play. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. McGlone looking to put one in the gap. This one's fouled off again, so count is frozen at 2-2. Really starting to move the needle on Sorley's pitch count. It's Jake Mitchell on deck, who's played a pretty solid game as well. And just foul. McGlone really working this count. Doing everything he can to make Sorley give him something good to hit. Wind blowing out towards left a little bit now as we move later into the night. Swung on and thought he might have got a piece of it, but no. Patrick McGlone goes down swinging, and it brings up Jake Mitchell. So it's two down now. Runner on second and first. needing to get a base hit here. They really want to extend this lead, and this is the spot to do it. You don't have any guarantees that going to get back on base in the last 2 innings, so now is the time. Sorley has a chance to put it away. Sorley delivers. Pumps the high heat, but it's outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Sorley comes set and delivers. That one right down Main Street for a strike, 1-1. These Alaskan nights, we're going to be able to play with no lights, as you see. We don't have any lights here, and, you know, we just play under the sun. And that one in there for a strike, 1-2. Beautiful backdrop, but also, again, beautiful natural lighting here at Lee Jordan Field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Checks back on second and delivers. And that will get him. He knew it. And that will do it for the 7th inning. We move on to the top of the 8th. No runs, or excuse me, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 2 left on base. 6-6, your score. We move on to the 8th inning when we come back. No shortage of action here on ABL opening day. 6-6 is your score as the Pilots try and break that tie here. It's Andrew Becker to try his luck. Liam Neely, who had a stellar close to the last inning. This one's lifted deep into center field, but the play is made. Out number 1. So Andrew Becker goes down on the flyout. Edison Polanco now to the plate. Or excuse me, so that was actually just Tyler Ness. Excuse me on that. So this right here is Andrew Becker. 1-0 to him. 2 balls, no strikes here for Becker. And that pitch in there for a strike just caught the bottom left corner. Andrew Becker, freshman out of Cal State Northridge. And that one, just a beautiful pitch right down the middle. I think Becker knows it. He should have had that one. He was shaking his head. 2-2. Good pitch from Neely. This one's popped up in the air. And the play is made. That was Cornell coming over to snag it. And it's quickly 2 gone. Neely having an incredible outing so far. And obviously these 2 outs have been nice, but it was his saving, just absolute, masterclass in the second half of that 7th inning where he saved, what was sure to be 4 more runs on the board. It was bases loaded, no outs. And nothing else came across. 1-1 now as that one's fouled off. This is Edison Polanco, who is 0 for 3, does have a walk. 1-1. Neely kicks and throws. And Polanco comes up empty on that swing. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Neely delivers the 1-2. And this one over to second. Flip over to first in time. And that will do it for the top half of the 8th. 1-2-3 inning for Neely. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom half of the 8th where the Chinooks will get their chance to break this tie. It's 6-6. Chinooks at the plate when we come back. New pitcher for the Pilots. It is Drew Perigo out of Feather River Community College. He will face Charlie Deaton. Deaton, he is 0 for 1, had a walk, which he scored on in the 5th, in addition to his flyout in the 6th. that first pitch to Deaton inside for ball 1. Anna checking in. Thanks for stopping by. And yes, Liam is doing very well. He is pitching about as good as you could ask. And that's a strike called in the bottom right corner of the zone there. It's 1-1. 6-6 is the score. Chinooks looking to break the tie here in the bottom of the 8th. They're going to have to do it with the bottom half of their lineup. And it nearly got him, but just missed, and so it's going to be 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, it's low and inside, so 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Perigo delivers, and this one, it's playable, but it'll drop in foul territory. Not a particularly warm day here in Chugiak. The wind's starting to blow in from center now as the count is full. Again, overcast and cloudy. But that hasn't deterred some fans from coming out. You know, this is Alaska, and this is just how it is. It can get definitely can get a little bit nicer, and hopefully it does as we move through the summer, but potentially a little bit of a cold and rainy week this week. Hopefully we're able to play in Anchorage tomorrow. So keep your eye on that as this one's lifted out of play. We'll do it again at 3-2. But as of now, we are scheduled for 6 o'clock in Anchorage at Mulcahy Stadium tomorrow. That pitch gets him. Oh, he's not happy with that call. He had already thrown his bat to go on down to first, but Deaton goes down looking. Now it's Tate Green who is perfect on the day. 2 singles and a double for Tate Green. What a day he's having. A lot of movement on that pitch. Really cut inside, but still high. It's 1-0. Tate Green is, for a 9-hole hitter, has performed as good as you can ask and better. 2-0. And you wonder if maybe he'll get moved up in the lineup, or, you know, maybe Coach Cole, you know, wants that lineup turnover there and like to have Tate stay in that 9 spot to try and turn the lineup over and have him on base when you have those top guys come up to the plate. We'll see, but nevertheless, a great game from Tate Green. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 gone, nobody on base. Perigo delivers, and it's fouled off, 2-2. Thanks to everyone who stuck around this long with us. We appreciate it. It's been a long game. We're coming up on the 3-hour mark here soon. But that is just because of the fact that it's been an exciting game with a lot of action. That pitch misses outside, 3-2. And there's going to be some action down the stretch. It is 6-6. Someone's got to break this tie. And he'll take first. Just misses. So green will reach once more. Back to the top of the order, it's Aiden Tauscher. He's looking for his first hit in a Chinook uniform. Can he do just that right here? One out, one on. Perigo puts it low. It's 1-0. Tauscher did walk in his first at-bat. Tauscher from Adams State University, hometown of Murrieta, California. Same spot, fastball below the knees, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. And the breaking ball misses inside, so 3-0. See if he gets the green light right here or if he'll just take. Tauscher. That missed outside. And it's going to be 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls to Tauscher. And it's 2-on now. So Perigo in a bit of a situation now. 1 out, runner in scoring position. Definitely nothing he can't get out of, but if you're the Pilots, you're going to need to make some pitches here as you have Cornell and Bradshaw up and on deck. Perigo delivers. It's low. He really likes that fastball below the knee. And I don't know if he's just missing his spot by a little bit or if he's trying to get a chase and nothing's doing for him, but going to have to adjust because the Chinooks are starting to catch on. It's high above his head, 2-0. After that first strikeout of Deaton, who, if you recall, had already thrown his bat and was headed on to first and then got called out. So a lot of balls thrown in that at-bat. Ooh, he gets a swing and a miss on Cornell. As I was saying, he has had a hard time putting it in the zone. 2-1. Two balls, one strike for Cornell. That one does find the zone. Nice curveball. It's 2-2. So all of a sudden, Perigo really starting to get it together here. See if he can punch Cornell out. That would be big as they're trying to shut it down, fouls it off. And Cornell was pretty late on that one, but lucky to get a piece of it. It's fouled back to the screen. Little ballpark tradition here of yelling the sponsors' names is starting to come through strong. And that one again right below the knees. 3-2. Payoff pitch now for Perigo. Full count here. The 3-2 pitch. Just gets a piece of it, and we'll do it again. Three balls, two strikes, one out. Runners on first and second. That is Tauscher on first, Green on second. Both via the walk. Caden Bradshaw on deck. Drew Perigo, the 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Outside. And the bases are loaded. Great discipline from Cornell. And all of a sudden, this game looks ripe for the taking here. Caden Bradshaw, bases loaded, only one gone. He is also looking for his first hit in a Chinooks uniform. However, he is responsible for half of the runs scored. He has scored 3 times. He reached twice via the fielder's choice, once on a walk. So he would like one that comes off his bat well and just foul. And Polanco held up on that ball, but imagine if that had bounced over the bag. He thought it was foul, didn't grab it, and it had bounced fair. This crowd would have erupted. 6-6, bases loaded, 1 strike, no balls, 1 out. Caden Bradshaw out of the U.S. Air Force Academy at the plate. Big swing and a miss there. It's 0-2. He's behind, so Perigo's got him in a good spot. He's just got to make one pitch here. See if he goes right at him or tries to put it around the outside. Does just that. Fastball just outside. 1-2. I think he missed his spot, however, as he was a little, you could see in his face, he was a little disappointed with himself. I think he was just trying to put the high heat by him. Breaking ball is fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes. Bradshaw steps back in. Chinooks really need to put one across here if they want to win this ball game. And that one, again, another slider that just misses. It's 3-2 now, full count. Or excuse me, that's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one misses low. So now it is 3-2. And Drew Perigo really going to have to put something in the zone here because you just can't stand as a pitcher to send someone walking across the plate, especially to give up the lead here. And this one's lifted high into the air. Kind of jams him up, and that is out number 2. So Caden Bradshaw flies out. And it's Brady Groves. He's come through in a big spot so far in this game twice. He's got 2 hits, and he reached second on that error. He's got 3 RBIs so far. We'll see what he can do here with 2 outs and the bases loaded. And was that a balk? I believe it was, and that is not an easy way to surrender the lead. It is 7-6 Chinooks after they put one across on the balk. Tate Green. And it is 1-0 after that pitch missed downstairs. So Tate Green came across to score. Tauscher over to third. Cornell over at second. It's 1-1. And thank you for correcting me on that, Lance. Yeah, Chase Sorley is from Sacramento State University. I was reading that wrong. It's actually Cole Simoneau, who's from Nichols State. He is one ahead of Chase on my list here. Chase Sorley was from Sacramento State University, hometown of Las Vegas, Nevada. So thank you there. That's on me. 1 and 2 now. 2 gone. Runners on second and third. And that'll get him looking. Brady Groves goes down. But they get one. 1 run on no hits, no errors, 2 left on base. We go to the top of the 9th where the Chinooks look to close it out. 7-6, Chinooks lead it. Evan Rossi into the ball game for the Chinooks to close it down. Chinooks lead 7-6 after the Bulk sent one across. Evan Rossi, the junior from Seton Hill University, hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, stands in at 6'3", 190, a right-hander. He's going to have to face Anderson, Euler, and Hernandez. Really tough part of the lineup here if he wants to close this thing down. It starts with Zachary Anderson, who does have a hit in the ballgame, came across to score twice. Rossi delivers, and this one is hit in over at first and couldn't make the place. That's going to be a base hit. So, not ideal start. I mean, he got something on the ground, but well struck. Now it's Luke Euler, who has been very dangerous tonight, has not gotten out yet. 2 hits and 2 walks. First pitch from Rossi in there for a strike. So it's 0-1 with Anderson on first. Look for something down in the zone here, trying to induce a double play. And it was indeed in the dirt. Couldn't get him to chase. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Rossi checks first, comes set, and he delivers. And it's fouled off. It's 1-2 now. Euler steps back in. Rossi trying to get the first out of the inning here. And it's low, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Luke Euler trying to extend this ball game. 2-2. Or 2-2, excuse me. That'll get him. He was ready to go. He knew it. He knew it. He goes down looking. Christian Hernandez at the plate now. So it's 1 on, 1 out. Zachary Anderson. Rossi bounces one. And oh, he's in trouble. No! It gets away. Over to second now. That is unfortunate. Had him in a pickle. Should have had him at first. And just couldn't complete the throw. That's going to be an error. Throwing error there. And Christian Hernandez at the plate now. It's 1-0. Rossi delivers a strike. It's 1-1. And, you know, that's not what you want to see, that error there, putting him on second, especially when you could have had an out. But Rossi can still do it on the mound. And this one's fouled off, so it's 1-2. One more strike. Puts you 1 out away. One and two here for Christian Hernandez. Rossi checks back at second, delivers the 1-2, gets him. Beautiful breaking ball, and that'll send Hernandez back to the dugout. So 2 straight down looking. It's Scotty Fagan now, the last hope for the Pilots. Chinooks lead 6-7. Runner on second, that is Zachary Anderson. Scotty Fagan to try and push him across. Gets a strike at the belt. It's 0-1. Rossi been mixing in those fastballs with the curve. See what he brings here. Fastball. I don't know where that one missed. It was above the knee. Might have been outside. 1-1. One ball, one strike. Rossi delivers. This one foul. So 1-2. Rossi needs one pitch. What's he going to bring? He's got some balls to work with here. See if he takes it right at him or maybe he takes his time. The 1-2 pitch. Evan Rossi. Swings and misses. That's your ball game. 7-6 on opening day. The Chinooks win it at home. No shortage of action here at Lee Jordan Field. And ultimately, Evan Rossi sends the Chinook fans home happy. No runs on one hit, one error, one left on base. And what a ball game that was. Chinooks start out 1-0. Pilots move to 0-1. They'll meet again tomorrow night at Mulcahy Stadium at 6 o'clock. Final tallies for both teams here. For the Pilots, it's 6 runs on 7 hits. It was the 2 errors for them. And 10 left on base. Or excuse me, that's 11 left on base. And for the Chinooks, it was 7 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors, and 9 left on base. 7-6, the final. The Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks take down the Anchorage Glacier Pilots in Game 1 of this Alaska Baseball League season. A lot of baseball left. We hope that you join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock from Anchorage. This has been Clayton Jackson, and along with Cody Flint on the stats, and from all of us here with the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks, as well as AIA Baseball, we will see you tomorrow at Mulcahy Stadium.